This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Here now is the news for Wednesday, April 16th of 2025. And let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of construction news. So, just brace yourself for a lot of construction updates. All right, we begin our first story with Project Tomorrow exit blocked for Spaceship Earth lounge construction at Epcot. So you may remember that when you exit from spaceship from the attraction Spaceship Earth, you go into the Project Tomorrow area. So the area is open, obviously, because I have to keep that open because it's an attraction exit. But the lounge is going to be somewhere up above Project Tomorrow. So they have blocked part of the exit from Project Tomorrow. So you'll have to follow the signs. The signs will lead you to the exits, okay? But just keep that in mind when you exit Spaceship Earth, that there's going to be alternate exits because they are adding that new lounge. All right, more construction walls have been added to the seas with Nemo and Friends at Epcot. So we don't really know why these construction walls are being added. Possibly just for routine refurbishment. So whatever they're working on, I'm glad that they're working on. I just don't know what it is. All right, here's going to be something for all of us annual pass holders. VIP Pass Holder Days offering is finally returning to Walt Disney World in the summer, in the summer of this year. So all of us annual pass holders can enjoy special perks and benefits again, which is about time because I think Walt Disney World is kind of finally seeing that, things are going to be really slow. Things are going to be pretty slow these next this coming summer. So they're turning to their annual pass holders, which is a really good idea anyway, and they're offering us more reasons to visit the theme parks. Okay, so I'm finally glad that this is returning, because I think that Walt Disney World is going to be looking for their annual pass holders during this summer, because I really think that this summer is going to be slow. It's not dead, but it's going to be slow. I think people have finally realized that this is Florida, and the summertime in Florida is awful. It is terrible. It is brutally hot. The rain, it rains every day. It's just, it's unbearable. It is unbearable. So I think that people are finally starting to realize that. So Disney World is turning to us, its annual pass holders. All right, Club Cool soda flavors go missing again from multiple drink machines at Epcot. So I want to talk about this. Now, look, I don't know, if there's a supplier problem or what's going on, but this is happening more times than it should. Okay, so I really hope that Disney fixes this. I don't know why, these flavors are missing all the time, but that's bad. That's bad show. That is bad show. And look, I don't know. I don't know why they've gone missing. Is it a supply issue? Is it, I have no idea. I would assume that it's got something to do with, the supply chain issues, but I don't know. I have no idea. But it just, regular soda pop flavors, they're still available throughout Walt Disney World. So I don't know why the regular flavor of pop is available and not these flavors at Club Cool. I have no idea, but I really hope that this is something that they fix, because that's kind of, on one hand it's ridiculous, on the other hand I don't know the inner workings of this resort, so hopefully they'll be able to fix it. Hopefully they'll be able to fix it. Alright, so now let's get into this cute story. 3 otter pups make their debut at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Alright, which, when my blockout lifts, because I'm blocked out right now because of the rest of spring breaks and Easter, when my blockout time lifts, I'm going to have to go to Animal Kingdom and visit these otter pups, okay? Because they look absolutely adorable, okay? And their name, and I do have their names actually, and they're really cute. They're really cute names. They're Butternut, Biscuit, and Potato, which is really cute, really cute. So if you're heading to Disney's Animal Kingdom, you have to say hello to these 3 new otter pups. Disney files 6 permits for Cars area construction trailers at the Magic Kingdom. So I'm going to say the first part of this, and then I'm going to get into my second part. So the first part, they are bringing trailers in, and they're getting ready to, drain the rivers of America and get rid of, Tom Sawyer Island and the riverboat, and the Cars expansion is moving forward. So much like Disney filing construction permits for the trailers at Disney's Animal Kingdom behind Dinoland USA, they're doing the same thing for the trailers behind the Rivers of America and that area. So again, I want to talk about this. So many more people are in discourse about this, and I'm going to repeat it again. I'm going to repeat it again because it's true, okay? Walt Disney World has the least amount of knowledgeable visitors that visit these theme parks, okay? So I apologize if I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to keep saying it until it sinks in, okay? So Walt Disney World has the least knowledgeable amount of guests that visit these theme parks, okay? They look at they come into Magic Kingdom, and they look at the riverboat, and they look at Tom Sawyer Island, and they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand why there's a riverboat there. They don't understand why there's a little island in the middle of the Magic Kingdom. They don't get it, okay? They don't get it. And they're like, why? What is that? Why is that there? So you have to build things that they understand. You have to build things that they understand. Otherwise, you're not going to reach them. Okay? Well, we annual pass holders, we have to remember that the Walt Disney World theme parks were not built for a local audience. Okay? It's not like any of the other Disney theme parks around the world. We're not California. We're not Hong Kong. We're not Shanghai. We're not Paris. We're not any of these other places. Walt Disney World is in the minority. Okay? So, all of these other Disney theme parks have the attractions mean something to people because it's a local audience that go all the time. Okay, so these vacationers that come once in a lifetime, they look at these attractions and they just don't get it. They don't get it. Okay, that's why they had to update the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. That's why they're getting rid of the Rivers of America. That's why they're adding that villain show. That's why they're getting that rock and roller coaster theme. Because you have to build things that they get, that they understand. Because otherwise they just don't get it. Okay? And I'm sure someone in the comments is going to be like, well, that's why they're changing Muppet Vision. No. That's not why they're changing Muppet Vision. Everybody in the world knows who the Muppets are. Okay? So don't start that argument. Everybody in this world knows who the Muppets are. Okay? So you cannot put that in the same context of Tom Sawyer Island. Okay? Because they're two totally different things. Alright? So that's why they're taking out the riverboat and the Rivers of America, and they're putting in the Cars-themed attractions, okay? Because, again, the vacationers, they see these the Cars attractions, and they're gonna get it, okay? Because that's what they know, okay? People at Walt Disney World, they walk into the Tiki Room. They walk into Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, and they don't get it, and it means nothing to them, which really hurts my heart, because I love Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, okay? But they don't get it, and, the Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room at Disneyland remains mostly because of the locals, because it's handing something down from generation to generation, okay? Here in Florida, we don't have that. We don't have that. We have a little bit of it, for sure, but the vacationers outnumber the pass holders, okay? So, and Disney, if you get rid of my Enchanted Tiki Room, I'm coming after you. Okay? So don't get rid of Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Okay? But you have to build things that they understand. Okay? Which is probably one of the reasons why they got rid of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Those of you that don't remember, so where Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is today, and the Fantasyland, the new Fantasyland expansion, that's where 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea used to be, okay? And that attraction became very expensive to maintain, and, again, it fades into obscurity because, a lot of these people, they don't understand what 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is. So that's why they decided to get rid of that and make a, Seven Dwarfs coaster. Because, they knew that, that's what people would understand. Okay? That's what they would understand. So you have to put that in perspective, okay? Which it really hurts my heart to say, because, we visited these theme parks more than, anywhere else. Okay, I've only been to Disneyland once in my lifetime. I can't tell you how many times I've visited the Walt Disney World Resort. I cannot count on my 2 hands and my 2 feet. Okay, it's an unlisted number. Oh, great. So, but I mean, just keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. People get very upset. I understand. I get it. But at the end of the day, these theme parks were not built for us annual pass holders. They just weren't. Okay? And our last story is Walt Disney Imagineering shares first look at reimagined test track vehicles. And the video is online. You can find that anywhere online. So, the new cars, if you remember, the old cars used to be kind of blue and more kind of computer-esque. These new vehicles, I'm very interested to see what they look like, because they are sleek, modern designs that blend in with the rest, that's supposed to blend in with the rest of the ride. So I'm very interested to see what the end product is. But if you go online and search for the Disney Imagineering, the sharing of the car, what the test track vehicles will look like, you can see the progress that's being made on those. So, but we are inching closer to that reopening. They said late summer of this year, so I would probably assume maybe late July, but I don't know. I really have no idea. Okay, when they came out with, The Little Mermaid debuting in the summer, that comes out, May 27th. So that's not really summer, but it's close to summer. So late summer could be any time from July 4th weekend to the end of the month. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. Okay? But there you are. There's your news. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you very much for watching this video. Like I said, my last episode, my honest review of the new Snow White movie will be coming out tomorrow. So you can, so please go and check that out. Okay? And then I will be discussing my next topic for my other show, which is called More Disney. Okay, and that will be coming out probably sometime tomorrow as well. Okay, so I'll be doing those I'll be releasing those at the same time. Okay, so look for both of those videos. So again, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel for more content. I thank you guys very much for watching this video. You guys enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, whatever it is. Thank you very much for watching this video. And remember that tomorrow is just a dream away.